Welcome back, both competitors and spectators, to Week 1 review of our TNT Season 10 Draft League in our Draft Center. And, hey, Dylan.
Yes.
Hey, listen, I love our First Amendment rights, but, what's happening?
See, the problem is, Tristan, as an American, I do have these First Amendment rights, and I am sick and tired of Aerodactyl. It's a no-fly zone. No more rock slide. We need to showcase our American pride and protest this dangerous creature.
How did you
I'm
get in
Dylan.
here?
Welcome to the show.
How did you get in here? I locked the studio, bro. What the hell? Okay, sure. I'm sure I'm gonna find a broken window eventually, but it's fine. Anyway, so this is recorded a little bit earlier, so it's probably gonna be going out Tuesday, Wednesday, and it's Saturday currently, and we actually have all but one set currently played. So for the size hip spammers versus the rationale, sorry we couldn't cover y'all. Should have played earlier. Yeah. Or honestly, in most of these matches, case, you probably made the right call because we don't get to make fun of you.
That's probably true.
But you know what? We're gonna start off, I think, with a real treat, for the eyes. We're gonna talk about the big blinds versus the Ohio Obstagoons, also Faye versus Star. Dylan, let's start us off. How'd you feel about this match?
Okay, so it was a really good set. I was actually really impressed by both players.
Right.
I think really the key difference maker here, and you can disagree if you want, but I think it was really in the team for Star. I think Star played well. I don't
Yeah.
think the team was built well. I think that's
No.
the main issue. I don't know how Pangoro made the team. I don't get how Pangoro showed up.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, there was a lot of good plays, and you could see a lot of adaptation from game to game as you watched through the set. But yeah, no, I mean, Star just didn't have the team to bring, and I think Faye did a lot more prep, and that's why they came out with the win. That plus a couple of really good calls in Game 3. That was the big standout to me. Faye made some fantastic switches in Game 3 that just kind of won them the match.
And I mean, I think you look at it, and this is a theme throughout different seasons. You look at Faye brought Mega Clefable, obviously. Star did not bring her top 3 picks.
No.
And I just don't know if that's a winning formula for any week if you're not going to bring your top guns.
Yeah, and I mean, like look at the season Star's done well in the past. It's when she's wanted to bring these top threats. So it was during restricted format when Rayquaza came like every single week for good reason. So it's just yeah, I agree. It was kind of jarring. What I'm assuming happened right was she was trying to counter Faye's team too much instead of bringing just the. Like, Pangoro was a weird bring, to be fair, but I think she was focused on that matchup rather than just the overall strength of the team. That's my assumption anyway. Of course, we'll never be able to know.
I generally agree. I think that's a good point of it. It just, like I said, came down to the teams. Faye played better across the 3 games. Faye gets themselves an early win and starts season 1-0.
But, I mean, you look at this, both teams looked really good, and I think, like, Cough just showed a lot of potential there, so.
Oh, yeah.
This is gonna be really scary. Well, let's hop into the next one, which is a little bit
going to Las Vegas.
Las Vegas. That's TKL versus Monica. Now,
yes, it is.
You want to start with the positives? Monica played really well. Monica showed off her team looks good.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
More on that on the power rankings later.
Oh yeah, that's true. But I think the big the big bell in the room, if you will, is remember what we said? Remember what we said last week?
Chimecho? Why is it here? Why is Chimecho over Toxicroak? And you know what? I'm just gonna say right now, the set that came was good. There was too many lack of attacks into a certain fish, aquatic creature that's a female. That kind of cost Tyler in that game 1. I think game 2 was a wash regardless, but I do not see a point in rostering Mega Chimecho when Tyler really needed that fake out. That isn't a Pikachu.
Right, yeah, 100% agree. And yeah, especially that game 1. Well, what were you thinking, buddy? I've seen you play. You could play better than this. What were you thinking, man? I can say
he was just thinking the protects and like different situations that could come of it. But yeah, you just gotta swing at something. You gotta
press. The Basket Legion was doing way too much damage to you to stall that long.
Right, and you never know when you get crit with those type of builds.
Oh,
So it's
absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely.
you wanna get there quick. But yeah, amazing plays from Monica.
Oh
I
yeah.
was the one who prepped her, so I kind of know the inner workings. I won't reveal all. I won't tell all. But Scarf Mr. Rhyme is my creation. I will take credit for that.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll talk more about you later, buddy. We'll talk more
Oh,
about you later.
jeez. Jeez.
But no, yeah, Monica played great. Good stuff. Good stuff. To both of our mods. Dude, honestly rigged. Why did both of our mods play week 1?
Yeah, we should have prevented that. Yeah.
Yeah. This next one. San Diego Sandstorm versus the Glitzy Glaive Rushers. Well, you know, I don't think we needed to talk about it. So instead, I got the geniuses over at PBS to make something for us.
My leg!
Thank you. I appreciate you greatly. And rip to the fallen soldiers. We will remember you. Anyway, let's jump into the next match. This one was pretty good. I actually like this match a lot. This was a really awesome set. Fortree Furrets versus the Iberio Wattrels. Now, I think this was a great showing to, honestly, one of the best technical players in the league. Maybe a little bit of bias here. Boost is one of the best builders and best players in our league by a pretty decent margin. Right away, I knew one thing that jumped out on me and Dylan was Mega Greninja Protean Fire Weather Ball was a crazy bring.
That was awesome.
That was so cool. I was a big fan of that. But just past that, really good plays, good awareness, good reads. I mean, Boost always just comes with some of the best builds and the best plays in the league. And that is why Faye hates fighting Boost.
True. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I thought the Fortree Furrets messed up a little bit throughout the set. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to dog them too hard because I actually thought they did pretty well.
Yeah, no,
I think the team comp is strange. I think it's good, but it's strange because you're going to have these different modes. You're going to have 2 primary modes each week, and they're going to have to be able to coexist with each other. So we'll see what he does throughout the season with it. And I think Boost is awesome. I've always talked great about Boost. Boost is a fantastic player. He's a fantastic builder. The only thing that gets him in trouble sometimes is his drafting and what he puts on his roster.
Right.
But aside from that, I mean, he's golden. He's always going to be a threat no matter what he does.
No, and I mean, we've seen his draft this season. It's looking very competitive. So, and also, warning: don't bring weather against Boost. I don't know.
No,
don't ever. Don't ever bring weather against Boost. It's not worth it.
He's the avatar. You know, he actually said this. He actually said this. Burner's avatar draft. Burner, I know you're watching. The avatar draft. Boost said that he was going to give it a shot this season, see what he can cook with it. So stay tuned on that.
It looks pretty good. But let's jump. Oh, my favorite set of the week. My favorite set of the week. The Vegas Valiants versus the Fuji Fezandipitis, also known as Luke versus Dylan. And if memory serves correct, there was someone talking a lot of beef, a lot of shit over some.
I did not say that
accounts.
much about. Look, you can look at Doesn't SBU on Twitter, but I did not say that much about Luke. I gave him a little bit of a threat, but that's all. Like, it really wasn't that deep.
Talking himself up quite a bit.
You know what?
I body.
I talked shit. I got hit in the first game, definitely. Brought it back game 2. Was in position game 3. And then suddenly a terrorist with wings attacked me. And that wasn't even the one who flinched me. It was the stupid dragon.
Yeah, it was the dragon. It was the rock slide you didn't see coming.
Exactly. You never see it coming. But no, it's this rock slide. I had this TR play. I was like, I got him here. And then just knocked me right out.
I'll be honest, man. We got some crazy technology here at TNT headquarters. And we got a inward scan of your brain. And we turned it into a clip for y'all to watch. So please feast your eyes on this new technology. All right, well, there you go. Look at that. The future is here to make fun of your friends more for stupid mistakes they make.
Anyways, sometimes you know what I'm gonna do, Tristan? I'm gonna be protesting for the rest of this episode because I can't stand the way that you are treating me right now in my efforts to win. I tried so hard. If it wasn't for that shark fin dragon, you know what? I'm gonna be protesting. No more rock slide. No more rock slide. No more rock slide.
You listen. All I gotta say is I prepped you for that rock slide. I prepped you for it, buddy.
You can take your prep and shove.
Hey. There's a lot of people who didn't prep you. You're lucky I did, but no.
Yeah.
It was a good set. I like to think that the biggest showing here, right? Obviously, outside of from the mons that you expected, Aerodactyl, Garchomp, Masquerada, I proved it. That mon is good. I told y'all that mon was good, and it put a lot of work in. So,
no, it was really impressive by Luke. He played excellently. However, I'm still going to be protesting that move. We will have to ban it in our next league. There will be no more rock slide in our house.
At least you didn't get fucked by Ariados, man, or I would never let you live it down.
That is true.
But before we continue on with this list, we got to talk about our great partners over at Starlight Games. Obviously, we all love games, especially card games. I am a cardboard enthusiast. A little too much.
I am a protest enthusiast.
Yeah, we know. And hey, there's one thing Dylan can't protest: these rocket low prices. Let me tell you, I have been around. I have spent tons of money on TCG Player, buying a bunch of different cards for Yu-Gi-Oh decks, and I look 1 second at Starlight's stock, and let me tell you, some of the lowest prices I've seen on the market. And at good grades too. So please go check out the links in the description. Starlight Games at TCG Player. Go get some cards. Help yourself.
Go to Tristan, I should stop protesting. Go buy some cards right now.
Yeah, dude, go buy some Lorcana cards, bro. Maybe that'll bring some joy back into your life, man, bro.
If they don't rock slide.
But thank you, Starlight Games, for the partnership, and obviously, we're gonna be talking about you every single week, so we appreciate y'all. All right, but let's jump into your favorite player, the player that you like to dog on. You dog on him a little bit.
No. I like
No. The Rainboy. And you talk
the boy
so
who cried
trash.
rain? I don't see him anywhere.
You talk so much trash, but I'm looking, he won 2-0 and you lost.
He did win 2-0. Well, you know what? I think I had a tougher opponent than he did. I'll put it that way.
Okay, all right. Well, we can say this. I think that Switch played a good game this week. He showed off the team really well.
He did. Now Pierre's roster is also the T-ballers in elementary school, but yes, Switch played very well.
I do agree Pierre's draft is lacking. But no, there was a lot of really good plays. It was a little close at times, but some really good brings. And I think it was crazy. Mega Victory Bell did a lot this set.
Mega Victory Bell shined for sure, yeah.
Yeah, it looked really, really good. And of course, Mega Luca picked up a kill this week, so it was pretty good. But no, overall, very solid. There's not a lot to talk about with this set. It just was a good set, a good solid set from a good solid win from Switch this week. So, and yeah, Pierre just needs to hit the transaction table a little bit.
Yeah.
And some people need to stay off the transaction table, but that's a whole different.
I was gonna say Pierre needs to be hitting that transaction table like I hit that blackjack table at one night in bot spam. You know what I'm saying,
dude? Hey, I love me some blackjack. When's the gambling section we talked about, man?
Well, the gambling section might be when we take a trip down to New Zealand and see if we make it out alive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for our next set, all the way down in New Zealand where the Kiwis are. The Mences versus Core Enforcers. So that's Olive versus Bathius, obviously. And it was a 2-1 this week. Honestly, closer than I thought it was going to be. But Mathias, played to their outs pretty well. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, Matthias played well. And I really liked the Mega Meow Stick stuff. That looked good. That looked interesting. Had no complaints there. I thought that Diggersby, though, he existed. Yeah, he sure did. Hey, he ran through that team.
He did some good work. He did some good work. It would be a shame if something happened to him. I don't know. But no, I mean, he should be sticking around, right? What a guy.
Right. Yeah.
What a guy. Foreshadowing is we have the best foreshadowing, bro.
We do have the best foreshadowing. You know what else we have the best of?
Huh.
We have the best of plays that we saw in that set. That was a very good set for Skarmory as well.
Yeah, no, I think the big thing was you could tell both of the teams weren't as well built as they probably could have been. But that was because this was the first set of the season. It happened literally like, what, Monday, Tuesday?
I think it was the next day, yeah.
It was the next day. So I wasn't expecting crazy team builds, but I mean...
It was a fun set.
Yeah, no, I thought it was a fun set. I don't... Sneasler sat on the back seat a little too long. I think it was only in 2 of the 3 games. Let's round that up to a solid 3 of the 3 games. There's no reason not to bring that on, but...
There is a reason not to bring it. You're fighting Mega Meowstic. It outspeeds and kills you. I mean, there's a reason not to bring it.
No.
I don't hate it.
No.
I mean, maybe you disagree. I think it was fine. You know what? It doesn't matter. Olive got the win. Olive got the win. I was right about the roster. Right. Olive, I got you.
Well, I said it was good too. What?
Well, I said it was great. I love that roster.
Well, and of course, the last set, the Side Spammers versus the Ralcans haven't been played yet. What are we doing, y'all? Come on.
It's a great set, guarantee it.
Yeah, sure. But you know what? Clearly, they aren't caffeinated enough. That's what.
No, otherwise they would have played sooner.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But you know, with our sick affiliates over at Dubby, maybe they could have had some more energy to play their set a little bit earlier. And hey, what can I say about Dubby that we haven't already said before? Natural flavors, low calories, high energy, healthy body. Well, like that's all you can say.
And with Dubby, every time you order Dubby, you actually win a set in the TNT Draft League. I can confirm it. It happens every time. No. Guaranteed.
No.
Yes, this happens every time, guaranteed. It's actually listed on their website, Tristan. You gotta look at the fine print.
Listen, I'm a salesman. I ain't no snake, okay? Because this man has bought copious amounts of Dubby, and he is currently on a losing streak. But that's not Dubby's fault.
I mean, I'm not gonna divulge my financial information right now. No. See, the thing is that I can guarantee you the only reason I lost is because Luke had more Dubby in his system.
True. Copious amounts of Dubby. Someone check this man for Dubby. But no, seriously, Dubby is great.
Performance-enhancing drug, Dubby.
You can't compete in any Olympic sport with Dubby in your bloodstream. But seriously, Dubby, I've been using it. It's fantastic. It tastes great. I've used a lot of the other alternatives, and they're not that good. Dubby is great. It's at a good price with incredible flavors, and it keeps me feeling healthy and active. It's fantastic. So really go check out Dubby. 10% discount if you use our code, which is going to be in the description. And get yourself a tub. Come on, treat yourself. Pick up some wins. Not like this guy, but pick up some wins. Like Lug, the GOAT, right? The Dubby King.
Tristan, I do want to inform you the 2028 Olympics just called me and you've been banned from their proceedings due to your copious amounts of Dubby. I just wanted to let you know that.
Fuck! All right, but let's get back to the seriousness. And hey, our favorite weekly section that's not going to take 2 hours. Let's jump into the TNT Weekly PR.
He's in the walls. He's in the goddamn walls!
Welcome, everyone, to the TNT Week 1 Power Rankings Season 10. I will be your host on this voyage, Dozen, as always. And y'all saw that, right? I don't know what that was all about, but hopefully we can clean up the ceiling and everything. You never know what can fall from that. Anyways, it's time to get into very nice, very evil power ranking. And let's see what we got here. I have my rankings right to the side. I will tell you all about them. So let's start with our not available, because we have 2 this week. We got the Relicanth Rationale and the Hisuian Side Spammers. We have to record this episode early. I'm sure Tristan already talked about it in the episode, but we have to record this early in order. So, that's done. Moving on to our D tier. These are teams where I think your team just has a fatal flaw, and it's with the team composition. I don't think either of these players are bad. I don't. I think they're both very competent players. I think that their teams are just so flawed at the moment. So, let me go ahead and put them both up there. We have the San Diego Sandstorm. They're going to be taking the last spot. Again, I think the team is just flawed. I don't think it can win in its current state. They needed a TR attacker that they didn't get. And then we had the Moonlight Dracos, who are having the time of their life trying to figure out their roster after Pierre got most of his stuff. So, here we are. That's my D tier. That's all we got this week. Let's move on to our C tier. We got the Core Enforcers and the Runes of Cairo taking up the... So, the Core Enforcers, people are still hating on the draft. I'm not as cold on it. I don't think it's great, but I also think Matthias played pretty well week 1. I think that's something to watch for sure. I think as far as the Runes of Cairo go, they won week 1. Switch played well. He did his thing. He essentially took candy from a kid at right outside the candy store. I mean, the team diff was too large, and it's not like Switch's team is that good. There just wasn't a whole lot here that I could definitively say. So we're going to speculate on Switch. Now, maybe if he gets a win this coming week, we'll see. But for now, we're going to put him at top C. Our next tier, we're going to kick it off with the 4-tree Furrets, who I think have a pretty good team, have a pretty good roster. I think week 1 showed some of the flaws in the roster. I think there is going to be problems bringing multiple modes in a week because they are kind of counterintuitive to each other. So we'll see how that develops. I think they're in fine shape. Next up, we'll have the Ohio Obstagoons, who I think Star is a fantastic player for. I don't think there's any doubt there. I think my doubt with Star is going to be more so, how well can you pilot this team? Because as I prepped Faye, there is like a 2-2-2 that I think is going to stay the same throughout the season. I think you're going to kind of have these mini cores. How well can this extend throughout the whole season? We'll see. I think Star has plenty of potential. Next is yours truly, the Fuji Fezandipitis. Not proud of this one, you know. I would like to be a lot higher, but I lost week 1. Lug played valiantly. We'll get to him later. I am alright with my team. I still think it's great. I still think I'm fine. We'll see just how fine I am this week. Let's go into my good friend Tyler, the Chapel Murkroans. That is not how you say that, probably, but I don't care. We're going to keep it moving because that's what we do. And yeah, I think Tyler's in a fine spot. I think losing week 1 hurts, but Monica played really well, prepped really well, and Tyler had a Mega Chimecho. So, we all live and learn. Next up, we have our A tier. We're going to kick it off with the big blinds. The big blinds. Big week for the blinds because they beat Star. They played really well. Matchup was really hard. They got through that. Let's see some roster improvements. Maybe we can bump them up next week. Next up, we got the Iberia Wattrels. Very good team. Boost is a great player. My only concern is I don't think the team's at like the top of the power level, but Boost is such a good player. I mean, Boost could turn water into wine. Plays that. Guy's a beast. Next up, we got the Vegas Valiants and my friend Lug, who again defeated me, and you know, you guys have probably already seen my protest in this episode, so no, but Luke played excellently. I can't even be mad about it. He really played his heart out. He played great, played a clean game plan the whole way through. Shoutouts to him. He deserves the number 4 spot in these rankings. Team's great. He's great. Now we get into our S tier. We're going to kick it off with the Minnesota Mences. These Mences, I told you. I told everybody. On the first episode, I told everybody that they are a threat. I'm still convinced they're a threat, yeah. A little shaky. Diggersby carrying, probably not preferred. But still a great week. Next up, we got the Las Vegas Gators. Let me tell you something about these Gators. They're vicious. I say that they are a vicious, vicious group. Some people say legitimate businesswoman, some people say scammer, but regardless, you know what Monica is? She's a winner. She won week 1. She beat Tyler, one of the biggest starts. Tyler very rarely loses. Very impressive win for her. And lastly, we have the Glitzy Glaive Rushers, who are our number 1 team in this power rankings. I love the Sun Core. I think there's improvements, but when you have weather and draft, it always goes well. I think Izzy's a phenomenal player. Played great week 1. As one of the best rosters in the league. All ups from me. We're all good. So that's going to be our week 1 power rankings. I will move my fat head here. I'll duck a little bit, even. I don't even feel like cropping it. I can just duck a little bit. I can still talk to y'all. But yeah, that's our power rankings. So I hope you all enjoyed this segment, and I will kick it back to Tristan.
All right, thank you, Dylan. Appreciate you greatly, buddy. All right, but let's jump into some of the transactions we hit last week. This week, last week, same thing. Well, Dylan,
yeah, I think we do. I think we have to get into them.
Yeah.
Do we want to talk about the week 0 ones, or do we want to talk about the week 1? Have we hit most of the week 0 in the last show?
I think we did.
I think we hit most of them. I mean, I think the only ones that we would have missed were one that was pretty big, actually. The Gators picking up Mega Beedrill. I think that one.
Yeah,
I don't believe we hit that, and that was a big one in week 1.
That was pretty good. I'm gonna be honest. Mega Beedrill kind of did some work.
And Monica also picked up Basculegion F. That's another.
Yeah, that's also really good.
But I'm not sure was in the first episode.
Monica was like, "If I don't sweep, I will lose. I do not set up. I do not switch. If I do not sweep, I die."
And you know what? She lived.
She swept.
So yeah, a couple of the big ones there. I don't think anything else was too big in week 0, so we'll move on to week 1. Talk about the first trade here. Noivern for Rhyperior and Professor Dynamite's grading system. I don't know if he's quite graded this yet. Yeah, he actually doesn't have a grade in for it, which is fine. But I want to talk about, because I think it's a pretty good deal for Monica.
Yeah.
Because I think getting Rhyperior on that team's really helpful. I don't think she was loving Noivern, and I don't love it for Izzy immediately, but I also don't hate it.
No, I think there is something there for Noivern. I mean, it's a pretty consistent tailwind setter. I'm thinking of just Izzy's team. I can see something, but I agree. Rhyperior immediately. It's a good offensive mod that Monica definitely could use.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we have a run on ground types. There's not many ground types, so if you get one of the premier ones, and that's great for your team almost always. Now, you do wonder if Monica tries to move Glamora, which I believe she is trying to do, you know, given that you're getting a rock type. So that may be the next step. Yeah, and then the next trade that was made would be the Gators and the Valiants. Mega Chestnut for Gorgeist. This feels like we're making a trade to make a trade. Monica wants a TR setter, and Luke might as well take a better Pokemon.
I don't love that one. Well, I don't see, like, again, Gorgeist, sure, Trick Room. That's it.
Yeah,
like,
that's pretty much it. Luke, I don't know what value. I mean, it might make a mean decaf or something. I don't know. But Luke is getting Mega Chestnut, which really doesn't help much either, because he has 3 other Megas, one of them being delayed.
Yeah, it feels like there's a lot of overlap there. So, I mean, yeah, you get a grass type, but, like, you need to Mega Chestnut. It's not one of those mons like, oh, I can choose to Mega it.
You can get away with it. It's just, like, why do that when you have, like, a lead already? I don't know.
Right. Well, like, yeah, and then I'm sorry, it's not like a Dragonite to me. There's not a lot of value just to have a Chestnut without an item to me. But that's me.
It's all right to me. I'm good with wide guard support. I'm good with stuff like that.
Yeah,
and, you know, it's still an okay grass type.
I don't see the point. When we have such small rosters, I just don't see the point of it, especially when you have Mega Gallade. But
and then there's a few. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Tristan.
Yeah, no. I was just saying continue. Yeah, go.
Okay, no, I will. I will. Gladly, I will. No, I was just gonna say that we have some free agents pending. Obviously, you know, people could still claim something, but I mean, we're gonna see Mega Altaria hit the free agent market next week. That's gonna be interesting.
Good. I know what team that was on, and it wasn't doing anything. It wasn't doing jack.
No, it wasn't going to, but it is a higher power mod. We'll see what team takes it. There's a lot of teams that need a dragon.
That is,
you know,
true.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see where it goes. It could be interesting to watch.
It's another Mega though. It's gonna be weird to watch. But yeah, it'll be interesting. But continue.
Mega Trimeco is getting cut.
Shocker! Really? We're killing the bell. Dude, I should have had a transition ready for a shot Trimeco, bro. I wish I knew about this sooner. That might be week 2. Spoiler.
We'll put it in week 2.
Yeah, I'll put it in week 2. Yeah.
Yeah, Pat Simeon is taking over its spot as of this moment.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Yeah. And then a couple other free agents, but nothing crazy. I do think it's time for the rat of the week, though, because we have one more transaction to talk about.
How about we hit that transition right now? Please, editing Tristan, take care of that for me, buddy.
God damn it, Switch!
Okay. Who's the rat this week? What'd they do?
I would like to qualify Olive as the rat of the week, the Minnesota Mences team owner, because they were very dangerously close to trading Diggersby for Hisuian Zoroark. Now, I love Hisuian Zoroark. It's my kid, you know. I already said that I'd sell my kid off.
We're both his parents here, right? We have accomplished the most with that mon. Bro, I have done more with that mon than you. I got my Zoro season went further.
Yeah, you keep talking. Anyways, so as I was saying, my child, Hisuian Zoroark, I love it. Great Pokemon. But Diggersby though. Because let me tell you, Diggersby got a lot of kills this week. How many kills, you might ask? A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. 4 kills for Diggersby. He got an MVP. And we're trying to trade him week 1. We're trying to get rid of the Pokemon that wins you the week. Now, thankfully, the advocate for Olive, Monica, slipped in like a thief in the night, walked over and said, "Don't trade Diggersby!" And it worked. So
Yep. Now let me tell you this. Watching that was like Michael Jordan dropping one of his best games in a season, and then the manager walks over and says, "Yeah, but I kind of want to get this guy. He kind of just hides in the stands, but you know, we're gonna go grab that guy. You know, we're gonna replace you. Like, what the fuck? What are you thinking?
Replace you with the janitor that
we're gonna grab the mascot and we're gonna throw him in a jersey, and he's gonna go and he's gonna do his go. No, ground types are already a small commodity. Powerful ground types are even a smaller commodity. And you're trying to trade them on that got 4 kills. And sure, it ain't Garchomp. We're not talking about the GOAT Garchomp, but it's still pretty good.
I remember what Garchomp did.
Yeah, no, he's the number 1 victim. Play the transition again.
Release me!
So, if you have to ask anyone what a good ground type does, you ask this man. This victim. Nah. I 100% agree. That was a rat-ass move. Like, that's a Switch kind of trade. I mean,
that's
what?
A Switch special. That's a dozen special, actually.
That is
if you really think about it,
that's a dozen special. We have Monica Mondays and Dylan's trading.
Dylan's disasters.
Dylan's drafting. That's what it is.
All right, buddy. Sure it is. You know what's a disaster? You know what's a disaster, Tristan? Let me tell you something right now. Let me tell you something. This week, Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern. What is going to happen to our poor boy Switch is going to be a disaster. And you can check out exactly what I said on my Twitter at Doesn'tSBU to see exactly how I feel about him. And I am going to prove that I am better than him in every way when it comes to Pokemon. That guy has got nothing on me.
If you get your ass kicked, I'm replacing you with him.
Okay.
And listen.
I'm sure. But you know what I'm going to do, Tristan? You know what I'm going to do if you do that? I'm going to protest. I'm going to put up my sign, and I'm going to protest. So I'm going to be there anyway.
Is Switch going to be in the no switch zone? The no switch zone?
Yeah, it's going to be the no switch zone. I'm just going to put up his picture there, and it's just going to be the no switch zone. Yes.
Well, I can't wait for this to blow up in your face, and I will be here for it. But that's all for week 1. This was a fantastic start to the season. I'm excited to see how things progress. And of course, we're going to be back next week for week 2 review.